I'm a life changer. I'm a 24/7. All right. Nice. Great evening, everybody. Hey, hey. Let me get us live somewhere else. You feel that? Here we go. Total life changers. Where you at? Throw your hands up, wave them in the air. Total life changers. Where you at? Throw your hands up, wave them in the air. I'm a life changer. I'm a life changer. I'm a bona fide, certified life changer. All right. Great evening, everybody. Welcome to TLC Conversations. We are live. Great evening, everybody. Welcome. We're going to give it a few moments. Hope everybody is having an amazing Tuesday. It's time for TLC Conversations. And we are going to say great evening to everyone that are jumping on tonight. Building a home-based business from the comfort of our home. And I hello to each and every one of you on this amazing evening. Total life changers, where are you at? Great evening, everybody. I'm a life changer. I'm a life changer. I'm a bona fide, certified life changer. I'm a life changer. I'm a life changer. I'm a 24/7 baby life changer. Great evening, everybody. Welcome. We're going to get this started in just a moment. I say hello to each and every one of you that are jumping on TLC Conversations tonight. Hello to everybody out there. Definitely going to give it a second for you all to go ahead and share this live. Wait to see where all the TLC life changes are at. Great evening. Throw your hands up. Definitely let me know where you're chiming in from tonight. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me know if you are a life changer or whether you're ready for your life to be changed. Because it's all happening over here at TLC. It is definitely the place to be. Great evening, everybody. Don't turn around, they want to lose the power, but just might say. If the energy low and you move the slow, I just might say. If you want to live without taking some pills, I just might say. So the life changes, where you at? Throw your hands up, wave them in the air. So the life changes, where you at? All right. Great evening, everybody. Welcome to TLC Conversations. Great evening, everybody. Welcome. Definitely excited to be before you this evening. Yes. Great evening, everybody. Great evening. Let's see who we got out there. All right, we see you coming in. All right, life changers. All right, great evening. All right, so great evening to everybody who's jumping on this TLC conference tonight. I want to say hello to each and every one of you. My name is Pam McCray. To any of our guests that are jumping on this Facebook Live, somebody took the opportunity to share this information with you. Somebody obviously thinks very highly of you because they thought about you in order to invite you to hear about this life-changing information. And when I tell you we are fired up, we're excited, whereas the world has definitely turned down. I want you all to know and to listen and to the fact that, you know what, we are a company that for real is giving hope. We are a company that is letting the world know that your health is your greatest wealth. We are a company that literally is saying, you know what, that even though times may be difficult, even though the uncertainty of what's going to happen next financially may be in the atmosphere, we want to let you know that all you got to do is yes to an incredible company with some phenomenal products, and then you're able to tap into something that's very powerful, and that's our daily. So I'm going to share a little bit with you about that in just a moment. But I want to definitely say hello to every single one of you that are on this Facebook Live, to all of my Instagram. I say hello to each and every one of you, because I want you all to understand that yes can turn your entire life around. To those of you out there, say, you know what, say yes, say it once, say it twice, say it 3 times, because you never know when you're presented with the very thing that can absolutely turn your entire life around. And when it's that you need to say, that you need to make in order to take your life to the next level. Well, I can tell you that it literally was 5 years ago when one yes began to do exactly that for us. You see, found ourselves in a position in life where life was spiraling backwards. So therefore, my hearts, my prayers go out to everybody that's been affected, by what's happening in this world, be it financially or just in general, because you found yourself in a position where, you know what, one day the government said everybody stay home and you didn't have a plan B. Perhaps you found yourself in a position where, your hours have been cut. Maybe you're still working, but you realize that, this is something that has happened, that has opened your eyes to understanding that you cannot put all of your eggs in one basket. Well, 5 years ago, I can tell you, after my husband and I, my BFF, Mr. Nathan McCray, we've been through the ups and the downs in our 31 years of marriage, that I can tell you that we found ourselves in that very, very position where corporate America said to our family that we don't need your husband anymore. And so imagine, being in that position where, we realized that, we had already figured that out a long time ago, that working a job could not be the end all be all, simply because we had greater aspirations. We realized that, we needed a vehicle in order to be able to manifest our dreams. And so therefore, we tried every single business in this industry for over 20 years, only to find ourselves in a position where we kept failing time and time and time again. But I can tell you, we kept believing that one day we were going to find the right opportunity. And because we didn't give up, because we kept on going, because we kept trying opportunity after opportunity, we rolled up on this amazing company that I'm about to share some phenomenal products with you tonight. And I promise you, life has not been the same. But we were in a position where life was definitely different. You see, we found ourselves, because corporate America was failing our family up and down. My husband was a project manager. So one minute it was a project, the next minute it was, times was good. Then all of a sudden we would look up and we'd be like, what just happened? And so we found ourselves in a position where we found bankruptcy, not just once, but twice. We went through repossession. We lost every vehicle. We turned to a life of renting cars. But I could tell you, it was in that season where, as things began to spiral backwards, that I began to fully understand that the only way to change things was for us definitely to change things. And so that was our journey. And we literally stepped out on faith about 5 years ago, where we moved our family to Miami. And that was because we had a plan, but we didn't know the full plan and what God was going to allow us to go through. But I could tell you that I'm thankful for every challenge. I'm thankful for everything that ended up happening in our life, because I would not be the woman that I am today had I not gone through that. But those of you watching, to all of my moms, to all of my ladies out there, maybe even some men, because many times in life, we could be presented with opportunity and we allow fear to stop us. You see, I was that woman who once didn't even believe in myself. I was that woman who was once very afraid and very shy. I was that woman who allowed fear to stop me on every single corner. But then there comes a time in life where you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you take the time to take a step back and to really begin to listen to the things that God is telling you, to really begin to understand that, you too have a purpose, because I didn't even believe that I had a purpose outside of being a wife, outside of being a daughter, outside of being a mother to my phenomenal kids. I didn't think that God had anything else for me to do outside of that, right? Because I allowed fear to stop me. But then when I started to realize that God had put greatness on the inside of me, and I said, you know what, I too am created for greatness, that's when that greatness began to manifest on the outside. And so life began to turn around and shift a little bit. So imagine this, back in 2014, as we have moved our family to Miami, and only to look up, and right around the holiday season time, Thanksgiving, The job says to my husband, after he committed to this career for 25 years, imagine that. You give yourself to an industry, to a career, to a job for 25 years, only to look up and them say, we don't need you anymore. And that's why our hearts go out to everybody out there that's experiencing and going through what they're going through right now. Because in that season, we realized once again that corporate America didn't care whether our kids had Thanksgiving food. Corporate America didn't care whether our kids had Christmas gifts. Let alone corporate America, ladies and gentlemen, didn't care whether we had a roof over our head, because by the time of 2015, we ended up with no place to live. But I said yes. I told y'all, put it in the chat. Yes, 1, 2, 3 times. Because you never know when God's preparing you for the very yes that you need to say in order to change your situation, in order to move your life forward, in order to begin to say yes to something, to get you out of that position that can now build a legacy, that can allow you to manifest some dreams, that can allow you to create some freedom, that can allow you to have some things that you desire and you deserve in life. Once you begin to do some things different, that's when the change begins to happen. Because I can tell you, I was introduced, and I'm forever grateful to this little pack of tea as I was given that pack of tea, and I began to decide to drink it. You see, I didn't drink it at first, right? It looked just like this. I'm actually sipping on some of the instant tea tonight, but it looked just like this, right? And so as I began to drink this tea, as I decided, maybe about 2 weeks, because I had this in my possession for a little minute, because I didn't really believe that this was going to be the very thing that would create some freedom, because I had tried all of these things. I believed in the industry, but I'm like, what's going to be different about this company, right? But I finally decided to drink. And when I was able to drop 20 pounds in 31 days, right, I can tell you that my life began to shift. I don't know if anybody out there can relate to a little bit of belly fat. Can anybody out there think about anybody who wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Because that's what I heard, that this tea would allow me to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. And guess what happened? It actually allowed me to lose 5 pounds in 2 days. I lost like 6 pounds in 2 days. And then I said, wait a minute, this stuff actually works. And so I got a little excited. Anybody ever out there struggle with weight loss? And, you tried all these different things and it didn't quite go the way that you wanted to go. Well, I had put on some weight because I was stressed out, right? Life was spiraling backwards. So I was eating everything in sight. And so I looked up and yes, my belly was, had done lap into my lap, right? And so I needed to do something about it, right? So when that tea began to transform my body, that's when I began to realize that this time around, this thing is different. The products actually work. All I have to do is become a product of the product and be transparent and start to put my feet on scales and start to let everybody know that I got these products and that they could lose 5 pounds in 5 days. And I could tell you that it was in that season that as I began to do that, ladies and gentlemen, that life began to turn around. Because I looked up and literally in less than 60 days, I want y'all to understand, I was a stay-at-home mom, all right, in this season in my life. I didn't have a whole lot of network, a big network, right? I didn't have a whole lot of friends and family who supported me. And as a matter of fact, in the beginning, nobody told me yes, all right? So that's an excuse, right? When you allow the thoughts and opinions of other people to stop you from achieving your goals, that's the first problem, right? I had to go all in and go all out. And I got relentless on letting the world know, social media know, that I got these products and I'm looking for some people and who's ready for change. And that's what I began to do. In less than 60 days, as a stay-at-home mom, I literally was able to turn this little pack of tea, and I am sharing what TLC did for me, into $22,000 from the comfort of our home. All right. And then as I began to realize something, because you know what, this little pack of tea was turning into some income. And I want to share with each and every one of you that as this tea began to turn into some income, I worked my behind off. Results are not typical, but I tell you, if you are willing to put in the work, if you are willing to say, you know what, I'm a product of my products, then you will be amazed at what this industry could do for your life and how these products can begin to turn things around. But then I realized in that season that, you know what, this is not about me. This is about the lives that God is connecting me to. This is the vehicle that he's given me in order to help people out there in this world to know that, you know what, you too do have a purpose, that you too can say yes, that you too can actually lose the weight that you've been struggling with, that yes, you can detox and feel great, that yes, you can create some time freedom for your family, that yes, you can create some financial freedom for your family. And that's when I began to shift my mindset into helping others. I looked up in less than 7 months' time, the very thing that we visualize. I asked each and every one of you on here tonight, what are you visualizing for your life? Are you just focused on what's going on in the world now, concerned, stressed out, worried? Or are you realizing that this is the very thing that could take your life to the next level, that vision that you have? Because I looked up, and the very thing that we visualized for over 20 years as we failed, you see, we didn't pay attention to the failures. We paid attention to where we knew one day we were going to go. And guess what? TLC was the vehicle that began to manifest the dream. The very thing, as I remember saying, as I celebrated everybody else who was on the stage, as I clapped, and I believe that one day I will be celebrated. And that's the thing, you got to celebrate others so that one day you'll be celebrated. The very thing that I wanted to see began to happen. And that's when we were able to take home a $250,000 ring representing our earnings in less than 7 months' time, documented income. Well, I can tell you it was in that season, my husband right there, as this little green pack of tea started to spread all over the world, and people all over the world said, please tell me how I can lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I need that tea in my life. It was that time that he said, you know what? The job is not calling me back. What if I lock arms to my wife 100% because he was there shipping it out and doing everything behind the scenes, because he realized that one could put 1,000 to flight, 2 could knock out 10,000. Let's build this thing together and let's see what we can do. Well, we more than doubled our income in the next few months. We became documented $1 million earners in 17 months. Now, multi-million-dollar earners. This ring on my finger represents that, being a part of the 7-figure club. And I say to each and every one of you, I'm not sharing my story with you to impress you, but to impress upon you that this thing is real. Again, I tell you that in our industry, so many people downplay the opportunity. So many people think that it's a fraud, it's a scam, it's a scheme. But I could tell you that we are in the industry of direct sales. And so therefore, what we work for, we're able to get. Results are not typical, but I can tell you, I realize I'm not typical. And in this season in my life, I'm tired of half-stepping in all these different businesses, expecting all of this stuff to happen, but yet I'm not willing to put in the work. So in that time, I decided to work, and I can tell you I've been working ever since. I've been so thankful for our phenomenal team, because teamwork makes the dream work. And so all we do is become a product of the products. We remove the middleman. And Mr. Jack Fallon says, you know what? I understand that these products work. The best form of marketing and advertising is for a person to fall in love with products that work, and now to tell the world about them. So let me tell you a little bit more about why I love TLC, all right? So the name of the company is Total Life Changes, right? And we call it TLC for short. And we got to give a huge shout out to our CEO and founder, Mr. Jack Fallon, because had it not been for his vision, I asked you guys, what's your vision? What are you seeing today? Because you never know when it's going to become your reality. But I can tell you, it all started in the basement of his home as he began to believe that one day that this dream would become his reality. As you hear his story of his BFF, Mr. John Licari, who didn't believe in the beginning, who actually ran from him in the very beginning. He didn't want to have conversations about any of this in the very beginning. But lo and behold, guess who's our COO today, still rocking and standing right by his side, Mr. John Licari. And so they locked arms, right? And so they began to build this thing together. They're in line a company that has stood the test of time. We've been around for 20 plus years. We're not going anywhere. We are a free company with products that flat out work, that are shipping in 150 countries all over the entire world, that's allowing us to sit at home and to build a home-based business by talking on our phone. Does everybody out there have a cell phone? Not only that, that's allowing us to build a home-based business by clicking a mouse, or by going on the internet, or by posting on social media as we post for products. profit, as we create videos and we have fun, as we do the TikToks, as we do whatever it is, that we find that we take comfort in saying, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get out of the comfort zone and I'm going to have me some fun, because having fun, we get more work done. And guess what? That's when things begin to become real in our life, because now we begin to take ourselves to the next level physically and financially, right? So let me tell you about some of these products, okay? Because we got about 40 life-changing products. You saw me talk about this pack of tea that I'm very passionate about. It's the one that began to change my life 5 years ago. It looked like this back then. Now it has turned into this royalty purple color. And I ask y'all, do you know anybody out there that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Do you know anyone out there that needs to detox? Do you know anyone out there that would love to build their immune system right now, right? Because your health is your greatest wealth. It's going to start with the #1 detox tea in the entire world that will actually help you lose 5 pounds in 5 days if you need to lose it. But it's a detox tea first and foremost. So it's packed with 9 herbs, no stimulants, no caffeine, because I get that question a lot. No caffeine in our tea, all herbal. And all you do is boil a pot of water with the original OG. And guess what? You're going to lose the 5 pounds in 5 days and detox your body at a cellular level. It's going to cleanse out your colon, your guts, all that good stuff. Do you realize that the average person carries around 5 pounds of waste in their body? Yeah. All right. So if you're not detoxing, you want to build your immune system, start right here with this little pack of tea. That's how I lost to 20 pounds in 31 days. And I tell you, my belly went on flat because we don't understand that in the gut is where it starts. So you gotta cleanse that in order to live a healthy lifestyle. That's what life is all about. So it started with that tea. Then down the road, Mr. Fallon says, you know what? I understand that the world is on the go. Right now, we've been shut down, right? Not as many people on the go, but you know what? It's gonna come back to a time in which everybody's on the go, or they're just busy. You're now at home, right? There are moms and dads having the homeschools, doing stuff that they've never done before, right? Working from home, trying to balance the kids that's normally at school and yet keep up with a busy schedule, right? So he said, you know what? I see them out traveling and trying to make a pot of tea in a hotel room or whatever, because that's what we were trying to do with this tea, because we refused to go without this little green pack of tea, and we were stuffing it in coffee pots and saying, listen, we got to have our tea. But he said, let me bring on the instant form of this. And this is the instant ISO tea, all right? And all you do with this one is you open it up, you pour in a bottle of water, you shake it, drink it, voila, you're losing 5 pounds in 5 days on the go. Which is what I have right here, the instant original tea. And what I love about this one is that if you drink this one 30 minutes before a meal, it makes you feel full. It works with your stomach receptors, so you're going to eat less. Some of you out there, right? I know I had this problem. I'm real, right? I found myself walking to the pantry a little bit more, right, as we're being confined and on quarantine. And I said, oh, no, we're not going to do that, okay, over here. But I can tell you, if you drink this, you're going to eat less. Very powerful product, and it literally is going to help you to now stay on point as far as that. So that's the instant tea that came along down the road. Now, the next one that I want to share with you is a liquid vitamin. How many of you out there understand that you got to detox first, but now you got to put the nutrients back into your body in order to now be healthy and to live life to the fullest? So if you take a pill form vitamin, say I do. Y'all don't have to, really. You don't. But let me tell you about pill form vitamins. If you're on them, what if I told you that really it's a waste of time? Because your body can only absorb about 10 to 20, maybe sometimes 30%. The rest is wasteful. Well, I want to introduce you to an incredible vitamin called NutriBurst. 72 minerals, 19 amino acids, 1 tablespoon is like you eating 10 salads. If you ate 10 salads a day, put that in the chat, because I highly doubt it unless you're on our NutriBurst, because nobody's excited about 10 salads. I actually ate 1 today, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't need another one. But what I love about is it's going to give your body everything it needs. It feeds your cells. Okay, so it's going to give you energy. It helps with mental clarity. It helps with focusing. It helps with so many different things. But because it's a liquid, right into your system, 98% absorption. I always like to share an incredible story about my dad. I give God all the glory for him. And I'm thankful because had it not been for TLC coming into my life and God showing me as this a vehicle, not just of financial freedom, but of definitely blessing the world with health, I don't know where we would be, but I give God all the glory for it. Because 4 years ago, my dad was in a different condition. He was flat on his back. He stopped responding to us. He would not communicate. His memory was being affected, was going away. Literally just couldn't do anything for himself. He couldn't even afford to feed himself. So it was in that season that a service stepped in order to give us assistance because he needed some help. Well, I can tell you that I decided, hey, let's give Daddy a tablespoon of this NutriBurst, 1 tablespoon a day. As I took it to the assisted living facility, I said 1 tablespoon a day. Well, I want you to know, everybody say fast forward, because let me tell you what happened. Okay, first and foremost, full-blown conversations. Memory got amazing. He literally was able to not just lift the fork, but sip on hot cups of coffee. So many different things began to happen in his life as, you know, his health was definitely getting better. But I could tell you, I got a phone call from that service 6 months in, and they said, Ms. McCray, this doesn't normally happen, but your dad no longer qualifies for our services. He was released. And I tell you, giving God all the glory. That was 4 years ago. On last Tuesday, we just celebrated my dad's 96th birthday. To God be the glory. And I'm forever grateful for these phenomenal products. So for those of you, because I should have pulled it up on the screen, but I didn't, but I have it in front of me. For those of you that have not seen his before and after picture, you can see for yourself. Facts tell, but stories sell. That's my dad over there, flat on his back. You can see after the NutriBurst, and I can tell you, a phenomenal product that has definitely been able to change his life. And Daddy is 96. Let's keep it moving, all right? I'm going to tell you about a few more products. If you're a little tired, you need a little energy boost, you have a hard time getting your day going, maybe making it through longer days now as you're doing so many different things, we're wearing all these different hats. Let me share with you the NRG. It stands for Natural Raw Energy. This one's going to turn on the energy, turn up the appetite. It's going to allow you to burn 300 to 600 calories a day if you need to burn some calories. But I can also tell you that it's known as the happy pill. You see, we're taking this, we're smiling more, we are energized, and it's a phenomenal product that really is doing some amazing things. But on top of it, I can tell you this, okay? It helps with focusing. All right, our son Christian, this product has been a blessing in his life, okay? Academically, he struggled. Academically, he was set up to fail. Academically, you know, he was moved along in the school system, giving grades, nice grades, when he didn't have the mental capacity to really match those grades. So he was literally moved along and set up to fail academically with that no child left behind situation, right? And so anyway, we started to give Christian the NRG. When I tell you this kid, he's a baller, he plays basketball, he won't touch the court without this NRG in his system, without this NutriBurst and some of our amazing products. But I can tell you, it has definitely helped him to stay on task, to focus more, and to really pay attention to the details that he needs to pay attention to. So that's the NRG. Now, we also tap into the CBD industry, right? And what I love about the CBD industry is the fact that, number one, it's a powerful industry that we're able to tap into. Why is that? Well, because if you just pay attention, you look around, as CBD began to come onto the scene, many people didn't really pay attention. I was one, because when I heard CBD, I heard marijuana, I heard getting high. I'm like, I'm 50 years old. I haven't done that in 50 years. I'm not getting ready to try now. You know, I had fun with that thing until I started to educate myself, just like I had to educate myself on our industry, and to know that, you know what, as I was introduced to this industry as a kid, that, you know what, there's got to be some validity to it, because people really are winning, right? And so anyway, let me tell you about this CBD, because as I began to learn more about it, and the fact that, you know what, the CBD, there's something called THC, and the higher the THC, the higher the high. Well, all of our products are full spectrum hemp tea. Right here, the lemon flavored one, all hemp, no high. The legal limit is 0.3%. Well, all of our full spectrum hemp products have less than 0.1%. So as I began to realize that, and I began to see that we're tapping into a very powerful industry that's deemed to be a $22 billion industry by 2022. So I started to think back and say, this could be a Google moment. this could be a Facebook moment. This could be a Starbucks moment. And I'm not tapping into it as I'm seeing testimony after testimony. People drinking on this tea and their skin clearing up. People drinking on this tea who battled with pain in their body and now their pains are starting to be alleviated. People who started to drink this tea who literally had inflammation, maybe knee pain and all kinds of things. And now guess what? The tea is beginning to help these things. So I said, wait a minute. Maybe I need to sip on this tea as people are losing weight with this product, right? And so that's when I began to drink this tea. And I can tell you, I haven't looked back, detox my body, absolutely amazing. But I like to drink this one before I go to bed and I sleep like a baby. But it has the same benefits of the instant one, okay, the original one. If you drink it 30 minutes before a meal, guess what? You feel full and you eat less. But now to the people out there that's saying, wait a minute, Pam, I work, I'm in the military or I'm in a position, I'm a police officer, so I can't have any THC into my body. No worries, Mr. Fallon thought about you too. He came out with a broad spectrum hint, the raspberry flavor that has 0.0% THC. So you're gonna get all of the benefits of CBD without any of the THC. Very powerful product, and we absolutely love this raspberry tea. So a lot of different benefits. You can Google the many benefits of CBD. Just know that we got the products over here at TLC that's absolutely going to change your life. We have the Harmony Drops, right? I love the Harmony Drops. I began to do the Harmony Drops. I actually do these twice a day now for many reasons. It's infused with not just CBD, but it also has vitamin E in it, vitamin C in it. So it's going to beautify your skin. It's going to help with building your immune system strong. Powerful, powerful product. And it has something in it called MTCs. MTCs stop the growth of fat cells. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh, absolutely, we need to stop the growth of those fat cells. So a lot of different products alleviate the pain on demand. If you have some physical pain, they're all going to help with that. But CBD is powerful, and we even have the face spray, the moisturizing spray that can definitely benefit your overall body. One last product that I'm going to talk about is the chaga. One of the things I love about our company is not only can you lose weight, not only can you get healthy, but you can also just really build your immune system and be proactive instead of reactive. Too many times in life, we're reactive when it comes time to the greatest thing on this earth, which is our health for real. Without our health, we have nothing. But this chaga right here is building immune system strong. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a powerful superfood that literally is going to go into your body. It's an adaptogen. It's the number one of the king of herbs, a very powerful Siberian herb. It goes into your body. It seeks out the areas that are not functioning as God intended our bodies to function, and it's going to help to bring it back to its balanced state. So this chaga is something that everybody needs just to make sure that you are staying healthy and strong in life. So I can go on and on with these incredible products, right? And if you got on here today, if somebody shared this live with you today and you want to just hear about these products, send them a text message, give them a call, send them that DM and say, you know what, I'm ready to definitely be healthy and to take my health to the next level with these phenomenal products, because we definitely got the answer as far as that. But what I want to do now is I want to shift gears a little bit. And I want to talk to the person out there who is saying, you know what, I know I said it, right? But the only great thing is that we said yes to TLC, right? Which opened up the door for other opportunities. And so now think about this, because who would have thought that in 2020, as everybody came into the year saying, you know what, the vision is clear. As everyone came into the year with a whole new energy, it's a whole new decade, right? Everything, right? We just had grand ideals of what was going to happen in the first quarter. Who would have thought that we would find ourselves in a position and where nothing like this has ever happened in our country, where we are quarantined to our home, where people are literally out of jobs, where people who have had hours cut and don't know where the next meal is going to come from. Who would have thought? But I can tell you that whereas we never would have thought, I can tell you also that it's a time for you to open up your mind to really begin to think about other ways to be able to create additional streams of income. You see, many times we forget that the wealthy, they got at least 7 streams of income. And so in this season, it's time for you to realize that you want to be able to create some things to come into your household in order to bridge the gap in order to create the freedom, in order to be able to allow you to do some things, to build for a legacy, instead of finding yourself in a position where you don't know what's going to happen next. So what we about TLC, number one, we get paid every single day. We get paid weekly, and we got that's going to pay us monthly. So let's talk about this daily pay, right? Because so many people are excited. So many people are joining us. We are having the biggest weeks ever in the history of our company. Whereas the world has shut down, our industry has gone up. So that's a news flag. Where the world has shut down, our company just paid out $1.2 million in daily pay last week, paying out hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day in daily pay. So that's powerful. These are numbers. These are statistics. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about this retail and how you can actually tap into it, all right? So that's the first way we get paid, our retail commission. And I ask all of you on here today, who do you know that can benefit from this YouTuber? Who do you know that wants to build a strong immune system with this product or need some energy? Because as you now say yes today to whoever invited you in front of this information and you decide to get yourself started, you're going to be given a free state-of-the-art website in which all somebody does, they click an order or they go to your link on their phone, they decide to get whatever product that they want, and you're going to earn a 50% commission. Not only are you going to earn that 50% commission, but you turn on your daily pay and you're going to get paid tomorrow. There's no waiting time for that. So that's a very powerful way in which you can now get in, begin to create some income immediately, begin to make your initial investment back immediately, and it's very powerful. So that's the first way with retail. But there's a second component to that, to where you can have some product on hand that's going to create cash on demand. Okay, what I mean by that is this. We pay $10 for a pack of this tea, but we retail it for $20. Guess what's going to happen when a person drinks this tea? They're going to detox their body. It's going to help them to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, lose inches. It's going to definitely allow a person to feel great. And when they do that, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to say, hello, can I get some more of that tea? Yeah, absolutely. So it's very powerful. When you have product on hand, it creates cash on demand. All of these little packs like this, come in a bag like this. We pay, this is the CBD tea. One bag has 25 sachets in it. It's going to now cost you $60. But guess what? People take this, break this down into maybe about 5 weeks supplies, right? Because you give one per day for this one, right? And guess what? They just took a $60 investment and now doubled, tripled, quadrupled their initial investment by now retailing these products on a weekly by breaking it down into week increments. So it's very powerful, and you literally control what you are able to do on the retail side. So it's your business. You're the CEO of your business, and you can now go out and promote it in order to create that additional income coming into your house every single day. So I can stop right there with retail, and you know what? You can begin to now come into TLC and to make some incredible income. But I want to talk to the person out there that says, you know what? I want to build for my legacy. I want to be able to tap into some sleep money, right? Because Warren Buffett said, if we don't find a way to make some money in our sleep, we will work until we die. My husband and I, we didn't want to work until we die. So that's the reason why we kept trying all these businesses in this industry, because we knew that this industry had created more documented millionaires than any other industry in the world. We also knew that we didn't have hundreds of thousands to $1 million to invest in a franchise in order to have something that we could call our own. But we had a couple $100s in order to try something, in order to give to something, in order to have a home-based business that would give us so many different benefits. And so that is the reason why we kept trying all of these different businesses in this industry. So now the second way we get paid is what we call a fast start bonus, all right? So now here's what's gonna happen. As you begin to share these phenomenal products, you're gonna start to find some people just like you who wanna be healthy and who wanna make money from the comfort of their home, as people are now online searching. They're searching for you. All you gotta do is now allow yourself to be found, right? Become a product of the product. Talk about the products. Share your stories. Share the stories of others. And they're going to say, hold on, wait a minute. I tried that tea. I tried that NutriBurst, and I know somebody who wants to benefit from these products. So how can I get in? How can I make some of this daily pay? How can I tap in on this and now create some freedom for my family? Well, they decide to partner with you. Well, 3 out of the 5 days we get paid over here, a 50% commission. Retail is the first one. Fast Start is the second one. So whatever package they choose, however they get started, you're going to earn a 50% commission. Short to the point, right? Now, the third way we get paid is what we call our hybrid binary. Now, what I love about this is teamwork makes the dream work, right? And John Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. So here's how this works. All you got to do is find 2 people just like you. If you know 2 people, say, I know 2. Put it in the chat. You know, 2 people just like you who now say yes to the product. I want to be healthy. And yes, I need to be a home-based business for all of these benefits and so that I can create some freedom and build a legacy, right? And so now those 2 people say yes. We build with 2 teams, a left team and a right team. Now, here's what's so powerful. Is that everyone goes into the system one behind the other. We all only have a left and a right. So time and positioning is everything. You see, even though our company has been around for a while, we haven't scratched the scratch of a surface. So we're looking for some new ambassadors of our products who say, I want to be a TLC ambassador of these products, to share these products all over the entire world and now get paid for doing so, right? Because word of mouth is the best form of marketing and advertising. So now you get into position, and what's going to happen is as this thing begins to grow, there's going to be people who you don't even know, who now, because they get started next week, next month, as our team is on a mission to impact 20,000 people this year, building for our legacy, plugging into a bigger vision, TLC's vision to become a billion-dollar debt-free company. We are debt-free. So that's how Mr. Jack Founder pays out so many commissions, but we're on our way to becoming that billion-dollar debt-free company. So it's a matter of who wants to get in the way of what's going to happen anyway. So these people get in the way of what's going to happen, and you're able to earn up to $20,000 a week. Now you may be saying, did this lady just say $20,000 a week? I did. And you know what? I didn't believe it either until it started to happen in our household. And I've been able to see it happen for so many of our business partners. So it's powerful. Now, the fourth way is what we call a check match, all right? Now, here's what happens with this. Once you personally introduce somebody to TLC, they get paid on that binary that I just talked about every week. Well, guess what? You're going to get a 50% match. Mr. Fallon says, you know what? I'm going to reward you for helping people even more, because we get rewarded anyway, right? And all the other ways. But even more, I'm going to give you another bonus. And let me give an example. Let's say that we personally enroll, absolutely, Idris and Christian Walker team. For the week, they go out and they make $1,000 on there. Well, they're excited. They get theirs. But they excited too, because we're going to get a $500 match. But think about this. They're just one person that we personally introduce into our organization. So for every person that we introduce, we get that 50% match. They make $1, we get 50 cents. They add up, trust me. Not only that, anything in between there and that $20,000, we are able to get that 50% match. But then say, you know what, Pam, that's good. But I think I heard somebody say better, right? So it gets better, y'all. We have a second level. So now when Idris and Christian go out and they enroll, and I know they just brought 2 brand new people into the business, right? I think that's what I saw. And so they're super excited. But we're excited too, y'all. The Walkers, be so excited. Because now they just became our second level. And we're able to earn up to another 50%. Just remember, 100% bonus payout. It is powerful, right? The fifth way here's what we call a lifestyle life-changing bonus. Once you reach the rank of a national director, Mr. Fallon says, you know what, I'm just going to give you $1,500 a month. This is the one way we get paid monthly to do whatever you want with it. This is how we were able to bless our son. He's 20, right? We can afford a tutor. I used to cry tears when I realized that they was moving our son along in the system, that our son needed help. We were broke. We couldn't afford a tutor, but saying yes to TLC allowed us to hire a full-time tutor for that kid when he was a junior and senior in school. He was a 5th-year senior at the school of his dream. Imagine being able to give your child the school of their dream, or to allow them to manifest their dream and make it their reality. You see, he had a gift at playing basketball. And so that senior year, we were able to pay cash to put him in Oak Hill Academy. We didn't get a scholarship. We paid cash because of TLC. Opened up a door for a kid that was told he would never play high school ball because he couldn't get the grades by a counselor, and it crushed him. But we took that bonus. We leveraged that bonus and we put him in that school. He graduated MVP, right? Graduated the MVP that year. Not only that, went on to have a full ride scholarship in Florida. He's on a full ride scholarship in West LA. He just had 15 D1 offers. He chose his school yesterday, Cal State Fullerton. And you know what? God is good, right? One yes. Who's dependent upon your yes? I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, right? And so let me tell you about the 6th way. If you can't feel it, I hope you can. Because over here at TLC, you'll feel it. You see, passion is our fuel. We love each other, period. Grateful is our mindset. We get a lot of work done because we are always having fun. All right. And so when you think about it, we get more than what's expected. So all you got to do is say, you know what? I'm sitting here listening to this woman and I'm wondering, what do I need to do next? Because I understand that, you know what, life is continuing to move forward. I understand that, you know what, I am enough. Maybe you used to feel like I used to feel like you're not enough. Maybe you're watching me today and you're saying, I understand that I need a plan B because my plan A is not quite working out the way that I thought it would. Not to mention, I cannot have all my eggs in one basket. Maybe you're watching me today and you're saying, I understand that my health is so important. Perhaps you're watching me today and you're saying that I don't want to leave a debt for my family. I want to be able to leave a legacy. And so I got to do something different in order to have something different. Well, I'm so glad you asked. Well, and you're reminding yourself of these things. All you got to do is decide now. Do you want to become a product of these products and become one of our customers because we love our customers? Then yes, you should be sending that message to that person right now, giving them a call and say, how can I get my products? But if you're like myself and you say, you know what, I realize that life is not just about me and I need to be able to create something different, to have something different. And I want to be able to build a legacy. And so, you know what, I want to become a life changer. Well, the only difference between a customer and a life changer is this $50 life changer kit. All right, in it, you're going to get some samples. You're going to get some incredible information to start your home-based business, to get yourself started right. It's going to give you some of our phenomenal samples that literally are going to now go out and be a blessing in the lives of other people. And you have a home-based business that's a real home-based business that you can walk down the stairs or walk out of your bedroom and say, I'm so glad that I'm home. So ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do now is grab a hold of that $50 business kit. Choose you another kit. Perhaps you want this freedom kit, right? This is a freedom kit. What's in the freedom that's going to allow you to get free today? You're going to get a bottle of this NutriBurst. You're going to get a month supply. It comes in a pack like this, but a month supply of our NRG. You're going to get some of our instant tea, which I think I got right here. I got product everywhere, all around me. I live and sleep in product, okay? You're going to get 2 bags of this. And guess what? You are on your way to being free. We got a lot of different kits. This kit is about $165, something like that. Imagine starting a home-based business for a little over $100. Where can you do that at and create freedom? Well, I can tell you, at TLC, you can do that. And you can tap into it. You don't have to make your minimums, your maximums. You can get in with $300, $500 so that you have some product. But I say to you, get in where you fit in. It just matters that you make a decision to get in, ladies and gentlemen. You see, we're on a mission. And that mission, we know without a shadow of a doubt that here within our organization, as we buy into bigger visions, yes, we do, we're going to impact 20,000 lives in 2020. It's not a question of will we get it done? It's a question of are you going to be the one that says, I want to be one, by getting back to the person who shared this live with you and saying, I'm ready. So if you're ready, put in the chat, get back with whoever shared this information with you and say yes to TLC, because you know what? We know that we're going to get it done, and all we're doing is looking for the people who have the right mindset, the right mentality to say, I refuse to remain in my comfort zone. I refuse to remain the same, but instead I'm going to do something different in order to have something different. So get back with the person, say yes, and I can't wait for you to say to yourself, I love TLC too. So we'll see, not from the bottom, but at the top. because that bottom is way too crowded. So, ladies and gentlemen, just remember that we are total life changers, and all you got to do is say yes, so that now we can say where you at, as we're throwing our hands up, as we are changing lives, as we are creating freedom, as we are building for our legacy, because we realize that we are created for greatness, that everything exists on the inside of us, and it's time for us to go all in, go all out, stop playing, and say, I'm going to do something in order to create something. So I look forward to your yes. Let's go, y'all.
You feel it. Here we go. Total life changers.
Where you at?
Throw your hands up, wave them in the air. Total life
You're welcome. Where you at?
Throw your hands
Throw your hands up in here.
I'm a life changer.
I'm a life changer.
I'm a bona fide, certified life changer. I'm a life changer. I'm a life changer. I'm a 24/7 baby.
Life changer. You feel it. Hey. Join us back tomorrow night for another TLC Conversations that will take place at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't come by yourself. Bring a guest.
Don't come in the way and let me hear you say you got a migraine. Don't turn around. They want to lose the pound, but just might say.
See y'all later.
You know, and you move it, so I just might say. If you want a meal without taking some pills, I just might say. Total life changers, where you at? Throw your hands up, wave them in the air. Total life changers, where you at?
See y'all later.